Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Doing estimates. So I'm out here. One of the ladies that I just did an estimate for found out I was tagged in her Facebook post. Looking for an estimate. Was tagged in both the first and second person that commented on it. Tag me, post or whatever. So I went ahead and I sent her a PM, which that may not go through, but at the very least, it already shows initiative when they, do see that little, hey, you got a potential notice thing or whatever. I wish you could just, at least for a business, you could set that to auto receive when I get personal messages like that. But also commented on one of my friend's comments on there. Tagged the Facebook business page, so she was able to look at that. She called me today. I wasn't able to answer, but I do have it set for an autoresponder to send her a text message that says, hey, sorry we missed your call. Please fill out the free estimate form on our website so we can expedite your request. Eventually that's going to, you just send them a URL that'll just pop them up to the customer factor form that then adds it directly into the software. But anyways, so I call her back within an hour or two, and she's already just blown away, just the fact that I've responded, that we've already kind of conversed a little bit already with this. And I even, when I get the form, I go ahead and right now I copy that stuff into customer factor and send them a notice, hey, we're going to do an estimate today. Right now it's just whenever I can fit the estimates in, so I don't have a set appointment time necessarily for it. But yeah, so I called her back and everything, and she says, well, apparently you're the only person down here who wants to answer the phone or return calls. And it really and truly is sad. I mean, guys, it's stupid easy to have a successful business. Answer the phone or return phone calls, even if they're not great phone calls. Show up and don't be drunk. It's kind of simple. These are like the basic things that hopefully your mom and dad taught you as a kid. Answer the phone, show up when you're supposed to, do your job, and obviously be in the right state of mind. Again, basic common sense. But I mean, that's the little stuff. I mean, and it really, when you try and get an estimate or get a bid for something, getting multiple bids a lot of times it seems next to impossible. We're trying to get our sliding door replaced. One guy I know said that he was booked out for the entire summer, so he wasn't going to be able to do anything. But reached out to somebody else. Twice said they were going to come over and give us an estimate. Never showed up. And unfortunately they got a little bit of they do great work when they're there, but you never know when they're going to be there, is unfortunately their reputation. Called up another person, took about 2 weeks to get the estimate or for him to come over, look at it, and then give me a price. Other guy asked him at the same time as the other guy who did give me a price. I was trying to see about doing some work trade out. Here we are 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. The first guy already gave me the estimate. I could have already basically getting it installed this week or next week had I given him the go-ahead when I first got the price. But was hoping at the very least get two prices. The first one seemed good. It wasn't crazy out of there, and the first person that was booked all summer had given me kind of a general idea what it might cost. So here we are at this point where it's taken over a month basically at this point for me just to try and get an estimate to or find a contractor to get some work done. That's the same with pretty much any other contracting business or any other contractor, unfortunately. So I mean, if you're trying to grow your business, the biggest thing, and it's something that I had to explain to my wife that I really stress about, is returning phone calls or answering them. It doesn't matter if we're sitting down playing a game or watching AFV and my phone rings and I see it's a potential customer, I'm answering that phone call. If we're doing something really important, try not to, but and then certainly estimates have a very, very high priority. I get real big at that anxiety. Not like panic mode, but it really gets on me if I have estimates that I haven't done and it's been more than 24 hours. I really, really try at all costs to not let that happen. If it's going to be a couple days, and certainly as we've grown bigger and busier, now I have to just, I'll just email them and say, hey, it'll be Monday or it'll be Thursday before I get a chance to get over there. Just wanted to give you a heads up. And customers are fine with that. I mean, if you're in the customer's shoes, you'd be fine with it too. It's, hey, even though people are like, I need it done today, as far as the work, most times that's not really the truth. They just, they don't want to have to wait a month or 2 months to get stuff done. And then, I've got one that it's going to take me till Friday to get out there because I looked at what it looks like from Google Street View, and it's definitely a 4-figure job, and I'm almost guaranteed to get it. We've already booked the other 2 properties for this particular customer, but I also want to make sure that with where this is located, that we price it accordingly, that we get the job, and then also on top of that, there is we'll call it a compound. This house that I'm going to go look at is big, but the other one that's next to it is probably a $5,000 or $6,000 house wash. Got to be a couple $1 million property, and just surface after surface after surface that would need to be cleaned. So in those situations, just again, communication with your customer is going to give you that leeway, but also again, it's another touch. It's another, hey, we care about our customers. Hey, just letting you know, we'll be by on Friday, or hey, we are really busy. I'm going to give you a general idea what it might be. I'll give you an official estimate, on such and such date. Because sometimes people, if their thing is going to be $200, and I know that based off Street View, it's probably going to be somewhere between $500 to $1,000 or something like that. And that's very rare for me to just give somebody a range, but that's what it comes down to if I had to. Or if it's a job that's further away, I'll tell somebody that. Yeah. So I kind of went a little long, but just keep that in mind. Again, the faster you can get your estimates in and give people a price, the quicker they're going to decide, the quicker you can get them scheduled, and quite frankly, the less time you give them to try and find another contractor. If they call you and you spend a week, you don't respond to them for a while, most of these customers, they're just calling the next company. It's very rare that you're going to be the only one at that point that they're calling, unless it's a direct referral. So anyways, have a great day, guys. Again, answer your phone, respond, communicate with your customers.